Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of April 2014, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Well, this month features an eclipse in your opposite sign, as I spoke about in the general horoscope video. And I find this absolutely exhilarating for anyone out there where it comes to partnerships. When there is phenomenon, right? Any kind of celestial phenomenon taking place in your opposite sign, it does suggest other people. It suggests partnerships. And if you think about it, your opposite sign is sort of right across from you, right? So you're in your sign and you're looking across the sky and there's your opposite sign. And what you are putting out into the world is going to determine what is reflected back to you, which is what your opposite sign is about. What's reflected back to you and what you attract based on what you are putting out. And so love is a huge part of this. Love becomes a major focus of this because it is about creating alliances with people whom you can be face to face with, whom you can be yourself with and see yourself reflected back in their eyes in order to see yourself from a new perspective. And we hope, right, in the most ideal situation, we see ourselves more lovingly than we did before. And there's also an element here of you being open to receiving as well, receiving attention, receiving care, receiving connection as well. So those of you who are in an attached bond, I think this is going to be a very significant time for you where it comes to relationships. Now, keep in mind, this is happening at the very end of the month. So whereas the beginning of the month, it seems much more about things that are happening within you, much more about personal process. By the time we get you to the end of the month, this is when a lot of the breakthroughs start to happen where it comes to people and the attention starts to shift towards people. So what I'm seeing for those of you who are attached, given that this particular eclipse is speaking so harmoniously with Saturn in your sign, with Pluto in the part of the sky that has to do with communication, with Jupiter in the part of the sky that has to do with, for you, that has to do with travel, with change, with stepping onto a larger stage than you knew before, that has to do with really realizing that the world is a lot smaller than you knew before, and has to do with realizing how connected we all are in the sense of how similar we all are as part of the human experience. I can't help but feel that you are likely to make some very significant changes in your life now, whether it's to your belief structure, even whether it's, just taking a vacation and being exposed to new ideas and new cultures that have a dramatic change on your perspective, or actually moving is also a possibility as well, like relocating, if you will, not necessarily just moving houses, but relocating is also a possibility as well because of your partner. I do think that the possibility of a lot of these changes that are brought about as a result of another person are changes that you like very much. Those of you who have somebody sort of in your sphere, this does represent sort of a breakthrough moment. And so I do think that for those of you who have somebody in your sphere, chances are also that this person all of a sudden takes a leap towards you. All of a sudden you find yourself really merging with this person and feeling like you share your vision, a shared vision for where it is that you desire to go together. And there is an understanding that there's something here that you're building together. I think a very likely scenario is a conversation with this person that seems to open a door where maybe before you sort of felt like there was some sort of protection there, some sort of block there. All of a sudden a door opens and a lot of possibilities become available to you. And then there is those of you who maybe are not attached, are open to love. I think that this eclipse, I cannot imagine there wouldn't be somebody that you meet right about now. And chances are you meet somebody and the connection is really instant and things start to progress really quickly. Now, keep in mind again, this is an eclipse that's happening right at the end of the month, and you'll be carrying this energy into next month as well. So if you get to May 1st and you still haven't met anybody, just give it a couple more weeks, okay? Before you write me a letter, before you post on social media. As much as I love hearing from you guys, and I really, really do love interacting with you on the different social medias that I'm on. However, just be open to what love finds you, because there is going to be at least somebody there who helps you have an understanding about yourself and about how you love and what you want in love. That understanding is set to reach your heart in some important way, in some significant way. And chances are with this that there's likely to be somebody new, and it's just exhilarating, as I said. This could very much be, I do think a percentage of you out there, the ones who are single, is very much a possibility that you have a very swept off your feet riding into the future, because Neptune is also involved in this, and feeling like all of a sudden you've met this person who really opens up new worlds for you as well. There's also the possibility, those of you who are not in a committed relationship but have somebody sort of in their sphere, I think there is the possibility for you as well to meet somebody new and all of a sudden realize okay, maybe you've been sort of settling a little bit with this other person, but now you've met somebody new and it just has a will of its own. It has a way of propelling forward. And I think that this is representative, really, of you and the changes that you've been making, the understandings you've been having about yourself and what you really want for your future. Remember, I keep reminding you, Saturn is in your sign. It's a very rare visit. Every 28 and a half years, Saturn moves through your house, moves through your sign. And Saturn is really about helping you build something that's going to last well into the future. And considering that your opposite sign is an earth sign, which is pretty steady, okay? It does suggest that steadiness and something that is long lasting is something that you value in a partnership and value in a relationship. Well, that's exactly the type of person you would meet now. Considering that this is a new moon eclipse, it just sort of shows up out of the blue, presents itself to you. It's fresh light flooding your life, and especially your love life. And this is a light that allows you to see just how worthy you are of love more than you knew before. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.